All right, guys, let's do another review of G.I. Joe, the real American hero from Image Comics. This is 308, covered by Andy Kubert. Yeah, what can I say? What I haven't said before, this is a good book, but I must address finally a problem that I have that I found. It's returning a lot, and I have to address it. But before we do that, we go in, and also before we go do that. I'm making a comic book called Gemini Crusaders. The Atomic Conductors coming out. Well, not coming out, but we're going live with not the Kickstarter, but the Indiegogo. Later on, Kickstarter and Fund My Comic. I'm going to leave the link in the description. We are at almost 90s signups, so it would be cool if you would sign up too. Follow my channel, right, for more information. It's going to be a banger. It's fantastic. Anyway, let's talk about the comic here. All right, so it seems that a couple of Joes here on Cobra Island are getting captured by Serpentor Khan's zombie goons, right? And they are not all too worried. They know what they are, and they know they are getting, hauled in and being thrown in prison, right? They even make some couple of jokes here. And but we're gonna address, coming back to that a little bit later. Because here at the pit where Duke is now assembling a team to go to Springfield and stop basically Serpentor Khan, because he wants to overtake Springfield and Cobra Commander and all that stuff. And Scarlet will be team leader, right? But Dawn is coming, of course, from Springfield. Her parents was been killed. She's dealing with it, but the team has her back, right? Pretty cool. Meanwhile, we have Serpentor Khan is very pleased, right? Because he has now finally a wave of revenge-designed stealth bombers against Springfield. And it's not, bombers as in bombs, but more like human bombs, like enhanced mutant cyber Cobra troopers. And they are pretty happy that they are going. Because they think, well, they don't stand a chance because we are stronger and faster and bulletproof and fifth generation targeting suits for advanced optics and sensors. Now, all fine and dandy, but I'm not sure if I would be happy, being a mutant with claws and tentacles and weird faces. I mean, they don't have a choice, but still, them being happy, like, haha, we are way better. I mean, how would you change clothes, doing your daily chores and, clean yourself and all that stuff? I don't know. And then they are taking off and, yeah, that's it. And, the problem that I'm having with this is the story is easy to follow, basically a little bit too easy. Now, what I mean with that, this is basically... I don't like to say it, everything has been told to you every step of the way. It's not just as a dialogue. There's some dialogue in here, right? There's some banter. I like that. But they also, it's more like these characters are not don't like characters. The characters are saying to me, the reader, what they are going to do. And then we see the next thing, and then the next thing is going to happen. So the dialogue is a little bit... It doesn't feel real, you know what I mean? So they are getting out, right? And this guy hears that the troops are coming back, and they say, hey, we're going to bring you to Dr. Mindbender for interrogation. And there is a fight, right? And the fight looks cool. They, kicking Cobra's ass, killing them, breaking them, and, here. Well, like I said, speaking of. So we go then to... the bombers, and we see that they are going to Springfield. Cobra says, it's not Cobra Commander, Serpentor Khan says, hey, I'm going to monitor the bombers' progress from my suite. Do you care to join me? He says to Dr. Mindbender. He says, no. I have some Joes to interrogate. Cool. But then we go to Zartan and Baroness, talk about what happened in the last issue, that they are... basically wanted to have Destro with them, but there is a fake Sartan, and Destro needs to, keep that robot, because it's an android, I guess, a fake one, occupied. Meanwhile, we have the, I forgot this name, this group, Rippers, something, from the swamp. And they are, preparing themselves because they're also going to Springfield, right? And not only that, they don't know it, but it seems that we have Scarlett and her Joe gang also going to Springfield, but they don't know that they are just driving past them. And they're having a plan, right? They're having a plan to infiltrate somewhat. And they talk about, you are better to do this job. And the other one says, well, I'm probably going in stealthy. And they are basically relying on their team leader. And the thing is, it's not really, for me, a dialogue. It's just, okay, we're going to tell the reader what this guy is going to do. And then, it actually happens. Also, Dr. Mindbender is surprised verily that they aren't you Vipers supposed to be bringing me some Joes prisoners? And aren't you a little short to be Viper? That's a Star Wars New Hope joke, by the way, because that is what Leia Organa says to Luke when they in that compactor thingy, in 1977. So there, it's of course the Joes, right? And he says, I'm not too short enough to put around for your ugly face if you don't cooperate. You weren't thinking about scrapping us into the scanner, were you? So all of them are, getting papers, intel, right? And then one of them says, hey, look what I found, some kind of a secret storage, a freezer. So one of them goes down and they found some stiff with an arrow through its eye. I don't know who that is or what the storyline is in the past, but still. And then there's a formation of large aircraft above us, says Baroness. Those are bombers, and they'll be beeline for Springfield. I don't believe it. Serpentor is bombing Springfield, and we're driving in the middle of Ground Zero. It's a little bit. It's a bit too safe, I think. That's how I see it. And then, of course, Scarlett and the Joes saying basically the same, but a little bit different, right? Heavy stealth bombers, right? They're flying in formation. Good thing we aren't sneaking around in Ground Zero, right? It's just, I don't know. And then we have these happy-go-lucky zombies says, hey, are you ready for some primo stomping? I intend to expend my ordnance before I start stomping. Just remember to have your teeth clenched when we hit the ground. We don't want to be biting off your tongue. And then he says, Geronimo. It's just, I don't know. It feels off. So he goes down, and they're killing some others. Well, not snake people, but cobras. But then they're being blasted by someone. And it's none other than the Heat Vipers, which I think this looks awesome. These masks and this outfit and the colors. Right. So this is then Cobra Commander, pushing back with the Heat Vipers. So we're going to see that what's happening in the next issue. I like that. There's some, again, this comic book is good, but it feels like it's going by the numbers, right? They're doing this by the numbers. It's very, there's not a lot of mystery here because everything is being told. For instance, oh no, we are being captured, and now we are being extracted by those cobras. And then, where are we going? Well, I believe we're going northwest. And yeah, so it must be Cobra Casino. And spot on, Helix, by the sound of things, we are now in the lower level garage. That kind of stuff. Everything's been told. So, yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's basically how this comic book is. And in the beginning, think, yeah, this is cool. But now it's becoming a little bit irritating. Maybe I should get past that. It's still a good book, I must say. I'm really enjoying this. All right, that's my 2 cents. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Follow my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, back my project that's coming out pretty soon. It's a science fiction, fantasy, action comic with great art by Sid Tellis and great colors by Federico Siok. And we have a lot more in store for you guys. Thank you so much, guys, as always. See you next time. Bye-bye.